LASIK eye surgery. Should you do it? Does it hurt? How much does it cost? Is it worth it? We're gonna answer all your questions in today's video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bianca Renee and you're watching Bianca Renee today. And this is my husband, Royce.
Yo.
And he's actually the one who got the LASIK eye surgery. So he's gonna tell us about his experience and if it changed his life for the better.
Did it?
We'll find out. So I initially posted that I gifted Royce LASIK eye surgery for Christmas, and I posted on Instagram. You guys had a lot of questions. So spoiler alert, because we loved our experience at the Global LASIK and Cataract Institute, after we did the whole surgery and he obviously loved his results, I wrote them and said, hey, we got a lot of questions. Would you guys want me to make a video to talk about your business? And they actually decided to sponsor today's video. So thank you for sponsoring today's video so we can answer all your guys' questions about this very life-changing surgery and procedure. So let's start from the beginning. Royce did not initially want to do it.
Nope. Not at all. When she told me what my gift was, part of me was like, oh, yay, cool. But the other part of me was like, but wait, but is this what I want? Because I actually was somebody, I loved my glasses. Had it since I was probably like maybe 10, 11 years old. So that was just my life, and I'm dramatic, right? You know, so I'm seen as like, well, you know, my glasses, it's part of like what makes me me, you know, what makes me unique, what makes me special. So I feel like now I'm kind of like taking that specialness away. So it was actually a very kind of like emotional thing for me to kind of take in.
And let go of your glasses.
To let go of the glasses. But after, you know, some more thought, I really started to consider it. One of my main reservations other than that too is that my older sister, she actually got LASIK about 10-ish years ago. And long story short, there was a little bit mix up of her meds post-operation. There was some pain, there were some tears, and it kind of scarred me a little bit from the whole experience. But also too, like, I was kind of, you know, ignorant to the whole situation. I didn't really know how, like, all the other things that go into play. And, you know, if you talk to my sister now, she like raves about it. She says it's the best thing she's ever done. She's tried to convince me multiple times to get it. And I'm like, but remember that night though? Remember that? Because I do.
But it was a long time ago in the early stages of LASIK, and they've obviously are way more advanced now. And there's actually 3 different types of LASIK you can get. So the type that Royce got, I actually wrote down so I don't mess up. He got what is called all laser or bladeless LASIK, which is where they create a flap, like they like cut a little flap and open like a door.
Just like that.
Just like that, to get the laser in there. Where then there's a PRK, which is what you would do if you have a thin cornea. So some of you ask me, can I do it? If your corneas are thin, you can with this new procedure, and they don't cut the flap. So it's a different type of situation. You could ask some of the questions when you get there. And the third option is Contura, which is more like the HD version. So I didn't opt for the premium. I'm sorry, Royce, and get you HD 3D.
Hey, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to be greedy here.
X-ray vision.
I was just trying to go from blurry to clear.
Yeah, so we just did like, you know, the normal one, I guess. So price-wise, it can cost from $1,599 per eye up to $2,199. So it's about $1,500 to $2,100 depending on how bad your vision is. So for Royce, it ended up being about $1,900 per eye, but there was a promotion going on at the time, so we actually got $1,000 off. But because this video is sponsored today, they actually gave me a promo code so you guys can get $1,000 off your LASIK eye surgery.
And you too can have eyes like mine.
Just like Royce. They're also throwing in a dry eye treatment for anyone that says that I recommended you, which is a medication that's sometimes needed. That could be like another $200 per eye, but you guys are going to get it for free because you said I recommended you. So keep that in mind if you do decide to go to the Global LASIK and Cataract Institute here in California. They have several different offices and locations, but they're only in California. Sorry if you don't live here. But Royce and I drove all the way to Huntington Beach for the actual procedure, but then he does his checkups in Pasadena. But because of this COVID time, a lot of their offices were closed. So more locations may be open now and or when you watch this video. So definitely go to their website and check it out for more information. So let's start from the top. How did the procedure go, starting with your checkup? First, you have to go see if you even can get
do
LASIK.
it, yeah. So that's how it started. Checked my vision, everything, you know, like a typical eye checkup. And then...
Remember how bad your eyes were, like, to begin with? Like, could you see far? Could you only see close?
So I was nearsighted, right? So I could see close, but I couldn't see far. And the blurry level was pretty blurry. And I've gone for checkups before, so I kind of already knew beforehand that I kind of already qualified. So that wasn't too much of a surprise. But what was interesting this time was that they said I actually qualified for either the all LASIK or the PRK. And then when we asked kind of like the main differences, they said both are good, but there was a longer recovery time if you do get PRK. So since I didn't have to do that, I was like, let me take the one that's a little shorter in that recovery, you know what I'm saying? Well, then after that, then we scheduled our appointment, drove down to Huntington Beach, and that's where the whole operation went. So this is pretty much how it went down, because I know this is the part.
He's a good sport.
There he is. You already have your eyes open and everything.
I know. I was like, I was like, wait, should my eyes be open? I don't know.
How do you feel?
Good. I mean, it was quick. You know, I mean, obviously it's a little weird at first because it's all up in your eyes. But yeah, the whole process, I was like, oh, okay. This is nothing.
Oh, yeah. I will take these forever.
I'm sure it's like, I mean, it's like not blurry, but just hazy right
Yeah,
now.
it'll get better.
Yeah.
Every day is going to be a much better day. So just be patient.
This is crazy.
Oops. I want to get your eyebrows. You know how girls are with their eyebrows.
And so every night I'll have to tape these back on,
For
right?
2 weeks.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was weird, like right before they started, where you almost, like I actually kind of wanted to cry.
Oh,
I
babe.
was so emotional. I was like, he's really happening. And then as it was happening, I was like, yo, like what you're seeing is crazy. Like you don't even see the laser. The smell is real though. The smell is definitely real.
Yeah,
But,
she warned us.
you know, it's literally like a light show, like she said. And I was like, ooh, this is really cool. I gotta put this in a movie or something. Just like
Oh.
visuals. It was very sci-fi.
You are on drugs, so maybe it was psychedelic.
Maybe. My first psychedelic trip.
Because we live like an hour away from the location, and you're supposed to they advise us for him to take the sleeping medication like 30 minutes before we got home. So depending on where you live, you might need to time it correctly so you don't knock out too soon before you get home, because they were like, if he falls asleep in the car, he's gonna be so knocked out you won't be able to like take him up the stairs and get him in the bedroom. So I had to like time it right so that he wasn't too asleep, so he could still walk up and go to bed and his eyes can recover and just sleep for majority of the day. Because I think your appointment was like at 11.
Yeah.
It was like in the morning.
Yep.
So we slept for most of the day.
Say is literally going from not really being able to see that well, and literally the next morning, like they promised, I literally woke up and I was like, opened my eyes and I was like,
He was amazed. Like he'd never...
like I was looking at everything. I was like,
like he's never seen before. This is actual footage. And it made me so happy for him to just, you know, like things that you don't think about if you've always had good vision. Like, I don't know, maybe me putting on his glasses would kind of give me an idea of how bad it would be without his glasses. You don't remember your prescription, do you?
no, I forgot all that stuff. It doesn't matter now.
Okay, CVD,
Beautiful.
SHK,
Excellent.
VDZ,
Too easy for you.
NCS,
Excellent.
CKZ.
Ooh,
Very good.
Oh, let's try something
Let's
harder.
try it.
DSK.
Wow.
Oh, this is crazy. VNZ. What is happening?
Wow.
That's 2020. Now let's go beyond 20.
Beyond 2020?
Beyond perfect vision. And you
Oh.
have to take a look
Ooh, KOH.
That's 2015.
What?
One line better than 2020.
What is happening? Wow.
That's pretty darn good. And this is the first day. It
Right.
gets better.
It gets better?
The vision continues getting better and better.
Oh my
You
goodness.
did perfect yesterday, so we expect great results.
Oh my goodness. No, thank you. Yeah, and the surgery itself was just,
Piece of cake, right?
man, it was crazy. The only thing I would say, like, I wasn't prepared for was, like, the pressure part.
Pressure is the worst.
Yeah, but after that, no, it was good.
To give you guys a little bit more example of like my eye level of blurriness. So you know when you take your eye test and they start off with the big jumbo ones, those were like blurry. I could kind of make out. When you get to the second one, I'm done. So that's just to
And
give
like
you
if
an
I was
idea.
right here, like would my face be blurry before?
Yes. So
Like,
like
this
obviously
close.
I know she's there. You see the figure, but yeah, the details are
Yeah,
just
I'm
all.
like, you better know who you with, boy. You gotta see me.
Yes. So all that's in the past. My thing was like I used to say like I was gonna miss like putting on my glasses and having the style of having glasses.
Who am I without my glasses?
I could care less about them
Over
glasses.
it real quick.
I
You
got
had
over
this,
it real
this
quick.
whole dramatic like monologue before, like my glasses define who I am. Next day,
I was
over
done.
it. Overall, I just knew that Royce, being a director and into film and everything, that he gets is 4K, HD, ultra, whatever. So I'm like, why should you live a life where your cameras and your TVs are so perfectly clear and you can't even see life clearly? Like, imagine being able to direct without your glasses and seeing the footage that you shot clearly. So that was my intent. And was it worth it?
I mean, is this footage in focus?
I hope so.
We'll see.
So you would recommend this?
No, I would absolutely recommend it. For everybody who's nervous, unsure, scared, afraid, I was all those things. Like literally, she's over here thinking she just gifted me the greatest Christmas gift of all time. And I was like, but I don't know though.
You pretty much rejected my gift.
I felt really bad.
We had to call our friends to help me convince him.
Yeah. So I was just like all you guys. And so I literally can say that just getting over like the fear of, you know, a laser in your eye, because it's really not that, it's not bad at all. And the results are instant. Like there aren't many things in life where you get this type of result like that quick.
Yeah.
You know, while the actual procedure of it, and then to actually see the result afterwards, like the next day, your vision's there.
And then it gets better and better.
And then it
each
gets,
day.
yeah, and it improves. And I actually saw like my vision improving more and more and more. And then, you know, you go through your checkups and they keep making sure that your vision's good. But highly, 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 highly recommend it. It's life-changing. Like I thought using that word was dramatic. As dramatic as I am, I was like, is it life-changing though? But absolutely. It's absolutely life-changing. Like I can't even think back to when I had glasses. I can't even remember who that was. Who is that guy? I don't know. He's gone.
Wow. So when you go to Global LASIK and Cataract Institute, not only are you paying for the LASIK, you also are getting a lifetime enhancement guarantee. So if you have any other issues, it's going to be covered in your LASIK plan. So at Global LASIK, they have the top numbers in their practice. So we wanted to go there because our friend recommended it. So it was like a nice to have an actual person that we know have a recommendation, so it made us comfortable. So now let me answer some of the questions you guys asked me on Instagram. One of you asked me, do they take insurance? If your insurance allows it, they do honor an insurance discount, but usually they consider this a cosmetic surgery and not like something that would fall under your normal healthcare. So usually doesn't fall under it, but if your insurance does, they will honor that insurance discount. They recommend that you be at least 18 or older to even consider LASIK. And there's really no such thing as being too old to get your eyes done. They have had a patient that was 76 years old and she was able to do it. So it really just depends on your eyes and your prescription. So you'd go in for a free consultation and they let you know exactly what you're able to do.
And another person asked if you have astigmatism, can you still get the operation? And yes, you can. So the biggest fear about this whole LASIK operation is obviously just the unknown, right? Like you don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully this video has answered some of your questions, give you a little bit more of a visual of what the procedure actually looks like from my personal experience. And yeah, hopefully it'll put you at ease and just realize that it's honestly one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself.
And once again, if you do decide to go to Global LASIK like we did, tell them that Bianca recommended you and you will get a $1,000 discount. Plus they will include a free dry eye treatment if you need it after your surgery, which usually can cost up to $200 per eye. So it's a huge saving, and take this as your sign to take the plunge and get LASIK. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. You can follow us both on Instagram. I'm at Ms. Bianca Renee, and you're at?
I'm at Roro Beckley.
And you also can follow us on Twitter, on TikTok, we're all over the place. I'll be making a little reel about Royce's experience and also tagging Global LASIK on Instagram as well. But if you have any more questions, leave a comment below, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bianca Renee.
Today.
Oh, look at you.